Welcome back. The state PDP intensifies. The Robinson Ewo-led executive of the party PDP says it will set up a disciplinary committee to investigate allegations of anti-party activities against some members during the 2023 general elections. Recall that yesterday, Robinson Ewo announced himself as the acting state chairman of the PDP following the State High Court judgment that sacked Chukwuemeka Aaron and other state executives. Today at a media briefing in Port Harcourt, Dr. Ewo said his leadership is committed to rebuilding the party and reuniting aggrieved members. He also vowed that those found culpable of anti-party will be disciplined in line with the party's constitution.
Under our new leadership, we shall immediately commence steps towards healing and rebuilding a once great party that was battered, hope lost across the state. We shall make PDP Rivers State chapter great again. To achieve the above, we shall consult with all critical stakeholders of the party. We shall also, in the next few days, set up a disciplinary committee to deal with issues of anti-party activities, especially during the 2023 general elections and beyond. Those that are found wanting shall be disciplined appropriately.
Dr. Ewo also called on the national leadership of the PDP to restore leadership of the party in the state to Governor Siminalayi Fubara in accordance with the party's constitution.
The party is supreme. We shall uphold the supremacy of the party. We shall work with the national leadership of our great party, which include all the organs, the National Executive Committee, NEC. We can assure and reassure Nigerians that PDP is the only viable alternative to the APC, who have in the past 9 years made life extremely difficult for Nigerian citizens. Insecurity on the high side, infrastructure deficit, unequal exchange rate, high cost of petroleum products. Call on the national leadership of our great party to fully restore the leadership of the party in the state of His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, as it is the convention in our party.
Correspondent Emeka Otuka reports that on the planned takeover of the state PDP secretariat, Dr. Ewo explained that the action was suspended to maintain peace and avoid a breakdown of law and order. He disclosed that security agencies had advised against the move, noting that officers were already stationed at the secretariat to prevent any potential violence. At a separate media briefing, Chukwuemeka Aaron said the party was not involved in the suit that led to a state high court sacking him and other members of the state executive committee, along with the ward and local government executive committees of the party. Mr. Aaron told journalists that his executives were duly elected during their ward, local government and state congresses, which were monitored by the Independent National Electoral Commission, Department of State Services, and other security agencies.
We were not sued, but they got judgment. Who represented them on that suit, we are not aware. And if that judgment was executory, where they will execute is the National Secretariat, where they got people who represented them. But as I speak, we are not involved in that court judgment. We followed the due processes, we sold forms, and we were screened. And the panel that came to conduct this election came from the National Party Secretariat, and we were duly elected and sworn in. So we don't have problem in PDP. PDP is under my leadership, and let no man put us under to it.
Mr. Aaron, however, accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara of galvanizing people to form a parallel PDP in the state.
The governor of this state, we all campaigned for him, we all voted for him. Let him see that there is peace in Rivers State. So why I held this press conference this morning is to tell you that you should remain calm, and also to tell the governor to allow peace to reign in the state. We cannot continue every day one litigation or the other. What are we trying to achieve? I want to say that we need peace in Rivers State. Let the governor allow us to be. Now he has started galvanizing people to run a parallel PDP. We cannot accept it because we were elected, duly elected, and we cannot parade any other ESCO. We cannot hold our hands.
On his part, the state advisor of the party, Kingsley Chukwu, said the PDP is yet to receive or see a copy of the judgment. He said the judgment has nothing to do with the ward, local government, and state congresses.
Up now, we have not received the judgment to enable us advise ourselves on the proper steps to take, which is to appeal against the judgment. And reading from the statement of blame, everything in that statement of blame is about caretaker committee that has elapsed. There is nothing dealing on the state working committee or the congresses conducted in the state, in local government and ward level. So we are on earth are they coming to the state office to take possession of the office? It is not possible they cannot do that.
A correspondent reports that a section of Aba Expressway leading to the PDP secretariat in the state was blocked by security operatives. In another development, the spokesperson of the Emeka Beke-led APC in Rivers State, Darlington Wuju, says Rivers politicians are making a mockery of the judiciary by their continued refusal to obey valid court judgments. Mr. Wuju spoke in an interview with correspondent Suebi Oruwari while commenting on the insistence of the sacked PDP executives in Rivers State that they are legal.
As of today, there is total mockery of the judicial system by politicians in Rivers State, and their actions keep rubbishing the power of the rule of law. It is in the overall public interest for the judgments which removed Messrs. Aaron Chukwuemeka and even the one that removed Tony Okocha and his group to be respected and obeyed. Rivers APC strongly condemns this attempt to orchestrate confusion in our body politic.
The APC chieftain said such disobedience to court decisions is an invitation to anarchy in the state.
We understand that there are major reasons for disobeying these orders of court is to plunge the state into a state of anarchy so that they could possibly begin a campaign for the imposition of a state of emergency on Rivers State. For us, there is no honor. Indeed, there is no responsibility and there is no objectivity on the part of these individuals disobeying, willfully disobeying court orders simply because these judgments are not to their favor.
Elsewhere, the PDP in Ondo State has announced its withdrawal from the local government election scheduled for Saturday, the 18th of January. The Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission had earlier screened 13 political parties, including the PDP, to participate in the council polls. But in a statement today by the party's Director of Media and Publicity, Leye Igbabo, the PDP expressed a lack of confidence in the credibility of the electoral process. They said the decision followed extensive consultations with party leaders, stakeholders, and the National Secretariat. Still to come, Rivers State Ministry of Health activates surveillance as 9 die of suspected cholera. Stay tuned.
Enforcing your delivery.
Citizen of Ikwere local government area, Princeville, Omunabu, has called on the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police, the Area Command, and the Divisional Police Officer of Isiokpo to address the prolonged lockdown of the council's offices. Mr. Omunabu expressed frustration that the council is still inaccessible for the past 4 months, describing the situation as unjust and damaging to the local economy. He urged the authorities to allow workers to resume their duties and ensure governance is fully restored.
I am appealing to Inspector General of Police, the Area Command, the Ikore Local Government, and DPO Isiokpo to allow the workers to do their jobs in the Ikore Local Government, in their offices. How can a whole council will be lock and key in this council for barely 4 months now? I think it's unfair. The police commission has been biased, and of a truth, is affecting the economy of this AGA. We are appealing.
Mr. Omunabu cautioned against any action that undermines the emergence of Israel Abossi as the new chairman of the council. He also criticized one Mr. Kachi, who he accuses of parading himself as the chief of staff of Ikore local government area without legitimate authority. Mr. Omunabu also slammed those claiming unauthorized positions within the council and urged the police to maintain transparency and fairness. He said the people of Ikore value peace and order, but warned that continued provocation would escalate tensions.
Please, the youths are calling on Inspector General of Police to hear us. We wouldn't want to take laws into our hands, because if we take laws into our hands, I think it will not go well. If there is any signal, make it public. Let's see the signal. Please, cooperate with the AGA chairman. Cooperate with the Ikore local government. We are law-abiding citizens. We love peace, and we have been swimming with peace since Barrister Israel Abossi took over as the council chairman of Ikore local. You can see.
Mr. Omunabu praised the leadership of the council chairman, Israel Abossi, citing the crime-free festive season as evidence of his effective governance and commitment to peace and security. In other news, the Rivers State Ministry of Health says there are 41 suspected cases of cholera in Andoni and Akokutoro local government areas. Speaking to newsmen, the Commissioner for Health, Adeze Ore, explained that so far 9 associated deaths have been recorded.
We at the Ministry of Health are yet to confirm that those deaths were from cholera. However, the symptoms of the cases reported are in keeping with the surveillance case definition of cholera. Rivers State is known for recurrent cholera during dry seasons. As at the 13th of January of this year, 2025, we have recorded a total of 41 suspected cases from 2 local government areas. We have also recorded 9 associated deaths, out of which 3 are from Andoni.
Dr. Ore also said the Health Ministry has activated its surveillance team and has deployed trained personnel to the affected communities.
The Rivers State Ministry of Health, in collaboration with partners and the local government area authorities in Andoni, has activated emergency response measures, and these include strengthened surveillance, enhancing the case definition, detection and reporting across health facilities and communities in Andoni. Rapid response teams. We have deployed trained personnel to affected communities across the state for case management and outbreak containment.
The Rivers State Ministry of Agriculture has expressed profound sorrow over the death of the managing director of the cassava processing plant, Gibson Reuben, who died in an unfortunate incident on Monday. In a statement by the Commissioner for Agriculture, Victor Key, he said the death of Mr. Reuben has left a void in the company and has deeply affected his friends and colleagues. The ministry also extended its condolences to the family, friends, and all employees of the company for the tragic loss. The Ministry of Agriculture assured that it is working in synergy with the local authorities and the police to gather more information regarding the circumstances of his death, promising to ensure that a thorough investigation is conducted. The news continues after the break. Welcome back. On the international scene, at least 70 people have been killed in Gaza following Israel military jet strikes overnight, just hours after a ceasefire and hostage release deal was announced to end the 15 months of war between Israel and Hamas. The complex ceasefire accord emerged on Wednesday after mediation by Qatar, Egypt, and the U.S. to stop the war. The deal, scheduled to be implemented on Sunday, outlines a 6-week initial ceasefire with the gradual withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Gaza Strip. Hostages taken by militant group Hamas would be freed in exchange for Palestinian prisoners detained by Israel. However, Israel's acceptance of the deal will not be official until it is approved by the country's security cabinet and government. On the news this evening, you heard the Robinson Ewol-led PDP has vowed to discipline members guilty of anti-party activities during the 2023 elections. The sacked Rivers PDP chairman, Chukwuemeka Aaron, has accused Governor Fubara of engineering the formation of a parallel government. APC's Darlington Wuju says Rivers politicians are mocking the judiciary by disobeying court judgments. On the foreign scene, Israel strikes in Gaza has killed at least 70 people hours after a ceasefire accord with Hamas. The news was edited by Constance Iruele Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.